just about to start my workout for today. I will be using a set of dumbbells today, so if you have dumbbells, go ahead and get those ready. If you don't have a set of dumbbells, grab a couple of water bottles. I'm also going to be using my jump rope, but if you don't have a jump rope, that's fine. You can still do this workout right along with me. Just substitute with any other type of cardio exercise while I'm jumping rope. There are really just 3 exercises that I need to show you before we begin. So there are timestamps in the description box down below the video. If you do not need to see the exercises demonstrated and explained, you can skip straight ahead to the workout. If you do need to see the exercises demonstrated and explained before we begin, let's go ahead and get into that right now. The first exercise we're doing is what I call Espressos. It's basically just a push-up on the dumbbells plus 2 renegade rows, then a hammer curl and an overhead press. So here's what it looks like. I'm going to start by holding my dumbbells to my side and standing in a neutral position so my feet are about shoulder width apart. Now I'm going to bend down and put the dumbbells down on the ground in front of me. And now from here, I'm going to jump my feet back so that I'm in a plank position. If you cannot jump your feet back, you can step them back. Now I'm going to do a push-up on the dumbbells. So bending my elbows and lowering my chest and only my chest to the ground. So keep your hips high. Don't let your hips drop down like this. You don't want your hips or your belly touching the ground. And you don't want to lower your forehead to the ground. So keep your head still, keep your hips lifted high, core is engaged, tighten up those abs, your body is in one straight line from your heels to your shoulders, bend the elbows, lower your chest down as low as you can, and now press yourself back up. Now I'm going to do 2 plank rows, so one at a time. I'm just going to bend my elbow and lift the weight up towards the shoulder on that same side. So lift one weight towards the shoulder, put it down, now other side. Pick the weight up, bend the elbow, bring the weight up towards the shoulder on that same side, reverse the movement, put the weight down. Now I'm gonna jump my feet back in. Again, you can step them in if you need to. And now I'm going to stand and do a hammer curl. So what that means is that I'm not rotating my wrists. I'm not going to rotate my wrists so that my palms are facing forward. I'm going to keep them the way I had them for the push-up. And from this position, I'm going to do a curl. So it's like you're swinging a hammer. So I'm just going to bend my elbows and bring the weights up to my shoulders so that now my palms are facing my ears. And from this position, I'm going to do an overhead press. So just straightening the elbows, pressing the weights straight up overhead, and now reverse the movement. So bend the elbows, bring the weights back down to the shoulders, palms are facing my ears, and now straighten the elbows again, and return to my starting position with the weights at my side. So put all together, it's going to look like this. Bend down, put the weights down on the ground in front of you, jump the feet back. Push up on the dumbbells. Row, row. Jump the feet back in, stand, hammer curl, and overhead press. Now my dumbbells are flat on the bottom, which gives me enough stability so that it is safe for me to hold onto them while I'm in a plank position and do a push-up while holding on to the dumbbells with my entire body weight on the dumbbells. If your dumbbells are rounded on the ends, or if you're using a household item for your weight, like water bottles or shampoo bottles or cans of soup or something like that, anything that's not flat on the bottom, I would prefer that you modify this exercise. If your dumbbells are round on the ends, or if you're using like cans of soup or water bottles, they're liable to roll around on you while you have your body weight on them. You could fall and get hurt. I don't want anybody falling and getting hurt. So unless you have dumbbells that are flat on the bottom, here's how I would prefer you do this exercise. So start with your dumbbells on the ground in front of you. Now come down and place your hands on the ground, jump or step your feet back so that you are in a plank position. And now from this position, do your push-up with your hands flat on the floor or the ground. And now you can row your weights one at a time. So keeping one hand flat on the ground, I'm going to lift the other hand, grab my weight, and row it. Put the weight down, let go. Put this hand back flat on the ground. Now pick up the other hand, row the weight, place it down, and let go. Hands flat on the floor of the ground in front of you, jump or step the feet back in. And now from here, you can pick up your weights and continue the same way I was doing this. So stand, hammer curl, and overhead press. Okay, so that modification once more, a little faster, starting with the weights on the ground. Hands come down, jump the feet back, push up. Row, put the weight down. Other side, put the weight down and let go. Hands flat on the ground, jump the feet in. Now pick up the weights, stand, hammer curl, and overhead press. If you don't have anything that's going to work for weight, or you just don't feel comfortable adding weight to your workouts, instead of espressos, you really can just substitute with any burpee variation, and that will be fine. But that is exercise number 1. The second exercise, very simple, very basic. We've done it many times before. We're doing a bent over row plus an upright row. So make sure that your knees stay soft for this exercise. Do not lock out your knees. You're going to hinge at the hips. So think about pushing your booty back like you're trying to touch the wall behind you with your booty. Shoulders are back and down, so tuck the shoulder blades into the back pockets. Chest is lifted high, core is engaged. Tighten up those abs, push the booty back, knees are soft, back is flat, weight is in the heels as you hinge at the hips. Okay, that's how we're getting into position for our bent over row. And from there, you're just going to row the weights, meaning that you're going to bend your elbows and lift the weights up towards your shoulders. So starting by standing in a neutral position, feet are about shoulder width apart, and I'm holding the dumbbells in front of me like this so that my palms are facing the front of my legs and the back of my hands are facing you. Okay, so now roll the shoulders back and down. Remember, it feels like you're trying to tuck your shoulder blades into your back pockets. That's going to help keep your chest lifted high. Make sure your knees are soft, don't lock them out. Now we're gonna hinge at the hips. So tighten up those abs, push the booty back, make sure your back stays flat and keep the weight in your heels. And then once you get to this position, you're going to row the weights. So now bending your elbows and lifting the weights up towards your shoulders. And now control the movement on the way down. So don't just let the weights fall down, but control the movement as you lower the weights back down. Now, actively press your heels into the ground, pushing the ground away, hinging at the hips. You're gonna return to your starting position. And now from here, you're going to do an upright row. So again, my palms are facing the front of my legs and the back of my hands are facing you. And again, I'm just going to bend my elbows and lift the weights straight up in front of me towards my shoulders, like this. And then control the movement on the way down. So don't let the weights drop down, but control the movement. And that's the exercise. So let's put it all together. Flat back, weight in the heels, knees are soft, abs are engaged. Bend over, row the weights. Now press the ground away, hinge at the hips to stand. Upright row, bending the elbows and lifting the weights straight up in front of your chest towards the shoulders. Bent over row, upright row. And that is exercise number 2. If you don't have weights or you just don't want to add weight to the workout, you can substitute with good mornings or deadlifts or something like that. So for a good morning, again, it's the same principles that are going to apply. So don't lock out your knees. You're going to hinge at the hips, tuck the shoulder blades into the back pockets, tighten up those abs, push the booty back and hinge at the hips, bend over with a flat back and the weight in your heels, and then reverse the movement. So that's a good morning. You can just do that. Or you can do deadlifts if you prefer. You don't need to hold on to any weight to do deadlifts. You could do one leg deadlift. So pick up one foot and then again hinging at the hips, shoulders back and down, chest high, core is engaged, soft knee on that standing leg. Push the booty back, flat back, weight is in the heel of your standing leg, hinging at the hips, and just make sure you are bending this knee of your supporting leg. It's really important. Make sure your back is flat and now actively pressing that heel into the ground. Reverse the movement and hinge at the hips to stand. You can alternate legs. So now place the other foot down. Lift this foot up behind you. Bend down. Reverse the movement and stand. Okay? Just alternating legs. So that is a one leg deadlift. And that would be a perfect substitution if you don't have any weights. Obviously, you're not lifting anything. because you don't have anything to lift. So you're not including an upper body component. But if you're not looking to lift anything, then I think that's a good substitution to make. And the final exercise is also very simple, basic body weight exercise. It's actually 2 exercises. We're doing a squat and a side lunge. So I'll show you your equipment-free substitution first, because all we're gonna do is add weight to it. So shoulders back and down, chest lifted high, engaged core. Tighten up those abs, push the booty back as though you are trying to touch the wall behind you with your booty. So when you squat, if you think of squatting straight down, then your knees are gonna tend to go out over your toes, which is not what we want. So if you think instead of tucking your shoulder blades into your back pockets and now trying to touch the wall behind you with your booty, that's how you sink down into a squat, because look what happens then. My back is flat and the weight is in my heels, which is what we want. So from this position is where you want to sink down into your squat, okay? And then push the ground away and stand. So we're going to start with our feet wide apart, push the booty back, back is flat, weight is in the heels, sink down into your squat. Now push the ground away and stand, and from here we're just gonna go into a side lunge. So it's basically the same movement. I'm pushing my booty back, my back is flat, but this time I'm going to lunge towards the side so that my weight is in this heel, the heel of my lunging leg, and the other leg is straight. Now press the ground away with this heel and return to the starting position. That's it. The squat plus the lunge is 1 rep. We're alternating sides. So now to the other side, squat and lunge. All right, that's it. That's the whole exercise, squat and lunge. So each lunge is 1 rep. All right, so I'm just going to be doing that same thing, holding my weights in front of me. So my weights are 10 pounds a piece, which is a good weight for me. You may need to use something lighter or heavier. That's going to depend on your strength, on your level of fitness, what you have available to you, and how hard you're looking to push yourself today. So please consider all of those factors when choosing your weights and make the decision that is best for you. My weights are 10 pounds a piece. So if 10 pounds, let's say, is a good weight for you for the first 2 exercises, but it's a little bit heavy for this one, you can just hold 1 weight like this, and that would be totally fine. So feet wide apart, and then just holding the weight in front of you, squat down and lunge to the side, bringing the weight towards your lunging foot. Then return to the starting position, squat down, weight falls straight down in front of you, then stand, and now lunge to the other side, again bringing the weight towards the foot of that lunging leg, and return to the starting position. I'm going to be holding both of my weights, so this is 20 pounds of added weight. So it's going to increase the difficulty quite a bit, but I'm just going to let the weights fall in front of me while I sink down into my squat. I'm just holding the weights together, push the ground away, and then lunge to the side, bringing the weights with me towards that lunging foot, push the ground away, return to the starting position, alternating sides with each rep. So squat and lunge. And just remember that if you start holding 2 weights but that becomes too taxing, you can always drop 1 weight and then just hold on to 1 weight, or you can drop both weights and do the equipment-free modification that I showed you. So you can always start with the weight, and then if it becomes too challenging, you can drop down with your weight. I want you to challenge yourself, because that's how you build strength. That's how we're going to get better. That's how we're going to get stronger. But at the same time, I do not want you pushing your body into doing something you are not ready to do. So only you know what is appropriate for you. Please use your common sense, be safe, and make the decision that is best for you. Make sure you're working to your own level and just do your best. So that's it. That's all 3 exercises, including your equipment-free substitutions. The only other thing I'm going to be doing is jump rope. So if you need an equipment-free substitution for that, if you don't have a jump rope or you can't jump rope where you live for whatever reason, you can just substitute with any other kind of cardio exercise. So first of all, remember that you can always just kind of pantomime jumping rope. It might seem weird, but they sell jump ropes with no rope. It's just 2 handles that you hold on while you pretend to jump rope. So you can absolutely do that without holding onto any handles. That is a completely legitimate option. But if you don't want to do that, you can jog in place, you can do high knees, you can shadow box, If you have a heavy bag, I think that's a great substitution. You can work on your heavy bag while I'm jumping rope. You can do up and down the steps. If you have an elliptical or an exercise bike or a treadmill or something like that, you can hop on one of those while I'm jumping rope. So any type of cardio exercise you want to do while I'm jumping rope is fine. If you do have a jump rope and you are planning on jumping rope with me today, any style of jump rope you want to do will work. I always just kind of jog in place like this while I'm jumping rope. But if you are more comfortable jumping with your feet together, jump with your feet together. If you're great at jump rope, feel free to do something more challenging like jump rope jacks or high knees, it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is revolutions of the jump rope. So we're doing a set of 100 with our jump rope to begin the workout. So by that, I mean a set of 100 means 100 revolutions of the rope. So any style of jump rope you're doing is fine. You're just counting 100 revolutions with your jump rope. So now here's the format. We're doing 3 little couplets. Each couplet is jump rope plus a strength training exercise with the dumbbells. So the first couplet is jump rope plus espressos. The next couplet is going to be jump rope plus our bent over row and upright row exercise. And then the third and final couplet is going to be jump rope plus our squat and side lunge exercise. So that's it, that's all we're doing. Now here's how it all fits together. Couplet number 1, we are doing 100 reps of jump rope, meaning 100 revolutions of the rope and 10 espressos. And we're going to repeat that 3 times. Well, I guess we're repeating it twice. We're doing it a total of 3 times, okay? So 100 revolutions of the rope, 10 espressos times 3, okay? Then we'll move on to our second couplet, which is jump rope, bent over row, upright row. We're doing sets of 200 with the jump rope and sets of 20 for our bent over row and upright row. But we only have to do that twice. So after you complete 2 rounds of the second couplet, you will move on to the third and final couplet. For the third and final couplet, we will be doing 300 revolutions of the jump rope and 30 reps of our squat and side lunge combo. Okay, so couplet number 1 is 100 reps of jump rope and 10 espressos. Couplet number 2 is 200 reps with the jump rope and 20 reps of our bent over row and upright row exercise. And couplet number 3 is 300 revolutions of the rope and 30 reps of our squat and side lunge. 1, 2, 3, 10, 20, 30, 100, 200, 300, makes sense? And then with regard to how many rounds we're doing of each couplet, it goes in reverse. So couplet number 1, we're doing 3 rounds. Couplet number 2, we're doing 2 rounds. And couplet number 3, we're doing 1 round, okay? So 3, 2, 1. If you want to stop there, you can stop there. I am going to take a short rest break, and then I'm going to repeat the entire workout in reverse. So it'll take me, I don't know, an hour-ish, plus or minus. My goal would be to finish in under an hour if I can. I'm not quite back at 100% yet, so I don't necessarily think that's going to happen, but that's my goal. But it'll probably take you in the neighborhood of somewhere like plus or minus 30 minutes if you do half of it, and maybe plus or minus like an hour or so if you do the whole thing with me. So again, just make the decision that's best for you. I'm gonna do my best to finish the entire thing in under 1 hour. But of course, you should make sure you are going at your own pace. So especially if you're working out along with the video, just make sure to work to your own level and go at your own pace. So do not sacrifice your form for speed. Yes, I want to try to finish this as quickly as I can, and my goal is to finish in under an hour, but not at the expense of my form. If you find yourself rushing through the exercises and your form is starting to get sloppy, stop, take a minute to breathe and reset. Slow down your pace and focus on your form. Reduce the amount of reps if you need to. If it's too many reps for you, that's fine. But do not race through at the expense of your form. Please prioritize your proper form above all else. It's really important that you understand how to do the exercises correctly and that you mind your form during the workout so that you reduce your risk of injury, but also so that you make sure you're getting the maximum benefit out of each exercise. So if you have any doubts about how to do the exercises correctly, I'm right here to help. Please just ask. It's also extremely important to me that all of my workouts are always accessible to anyone and everyone who wants to do them with me. I'm always here to help facilitate that. So please don't hesitate to reach out if you have questions or if you need help. And now you've seen all of the exercises, I've explained the format. Also, please remember that I always take the time to type out the instructions in the description box down below the video, and you're gonna watch me do it right now. So watch me do it, read the instructions, but then of course, as always, if anything is unclear about how everything fits together, I'm right here to answer questions. So please reach out if you have questions or if you need help. And now, if you are ready to start this workout, go ahead and grab a set of weights, whether that's dumbbells or shampoo bottles or water bottles filled with water or uncooked rice, for example, or a couple of cans of soup from the pantry. Grab your jump rope if you have one, and if you're jumping rope with me today, take a minute to make sure you're good and warmed up, and when you're ready, let's get started. All right, my timer is set as a stopwatch. We are starting with one set of 100 with the jump rope. Any style of jump rope you want. We're just counting 100 revolutions of the rope. Watch is going. Here we go. Starting the timer in 3, 2, 1, and go. So counting 100 revolutions of the rope like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100. So now we're going to do a set of 10 espressos, or a burpee variation if you're not using weights. So put the weights down, jump the feet back, push up, row, row, jump the feet in, hammer curl, overhead press. That's 1. We're doing 10. Do your best. So that's round 1. We're going to complete that little couplet a total of 3 times. So twice more. Those espressos were completely brutal for me. I told you I'm still not 100% yet. That took so much out of me. All right, shake it off. As soon as you're ready, round 2. So starting with another 100 revolutions of the jump rope. That's 100 total reps. I tripped over my jump rope on rep like 40 something. If you trip over your jump rope, it's fine. You do not have to start the whole set over. Just take a breath. Let it go, leave it behind you, and get right back into it as soon as you can. Pick up your count where you left off. So I tripped on rep like 40 something. I just took a couple of deep breaths and got right back into it. I picked up my count at 40. I did another 60 reps, and that was my set of 100. So if you trip, it's fine. Just take a breath. Pick up your count where you left off and keep going, all right? 10 more espressos. Six. 7. 8. 9. Last one. I'm going so much slower than I want to. But this is what I have today. If you follow my workouts regularly, you know that last week I scaled it way back. No upper body work, no weights, no push-ups, and I didn't do any workouts more than 30 minutes long. So trying to get back into doing the longer workouts, doing more upper body work. So this one's feeling really tough for me today, but we just have one more round of this first couplet. So as soon as you can, starting round 3 with another 100 revolutions of the jump rope. Here we go. 10, 20, 30, wow. Okay, take a breath. 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So I just kept going because that was really frustrating, all that tripping. And I really wanted to just string together a set of 100 unbroken. So I picked up my count at 30. I completed my set of 100, but then I just did an extra 30 so that I actually had one unbroken set of 100. Makes it easier for me to let go of the frustration of tripping all over my jump rope. All right. If you're going a lot faster than I am today, that's great and not unexpected. So if you need to skip ahead of the video, you can skip ahead of the video. I have to do 10 more espressos. When you're ready, here we go. It's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 2 more. That's 9. Last one. I'm so far off my target pace. I don't think there's any possible way I'm going to finish this in under an hour. But I'm just gonna do my best. I'll keep it as close to an hour as I can. We're all finished with our first couplet. So now moving on to our second couplet. So this is couplet number 2. We're doing 200 revolutions of the jump rope and 20 reps of our strength training exercise and 2 rounds, okay? 2, 2, 2. 220 and 2 rounds. All right? So as soon as you're ready, counting 200 revolutions of the jump rope. Feel so winded. Still getting my stamina back. So I'm needing to rest more than I would like. If you don't need to rest, don't rest. Keep going. You can always skip ahead in the video. And if you need a longer rest break, pause the video, come back when you're ready. We're gonna do 20 reps of our bent over row and upright row combo. Bent over row, upright row, that's 1. We're going to 20, do your best. 10 more. That's 20. And that's round one. This second couplet, we only have to do 2 rounds. So as soon as you're ready, we're just gonna repeat that one more time. I'm just taking a couple of extra seconds to breathe because my stamina is still lagging behind a little bit. And I want to try to get through this set of 200 with the jump rope without tripping if I can, so just taking a few extra seconds here. If you don't need the rest, don't take it. As soon as you're ready, starting round 2 with another 200 revolutions of the rope. I swear, this is everything I have today. It might not look like it, but I am giving my all. All right. Pick up the weights. As soon as you're ready, bent over row, upright row, another 20 reps. That's 10. It's 15. Eighteen, 19, last one, and 20. All right. So we're done with our second couplet. And now for the third and final couplet, we just have to do one round. So we're starting with 300 revolutions of the jump rope. I'll be so happy if I can get through these 300 reps without tripping. But if I trip, I'm just gonna do my best to let it go. Yes, it's frustrating, but I'm going to not let that frustration dictate my mindset, because I've got a lot of workout in front of me. And I don't wanna sabotage the rest of my workout with a negative mindset, so. Hopefully, I can get through these 300 reps without tripping, but if I do trip, just gonna take a deep breath and do my best to leave it behind me. So when you're ready, here we go, counting 300 revolutions of the rope. Rep number 250 something. So 50 more reps. So all we have left is 30 reps of our squat and side lunge combo. So don't wait for me. Just finish up with these final 30 reps. We are already over 31 minutes in. So at this point, I don't even know if I'm going to finish in under like an hour 20. I think on a day where I have my strength back, my stamina back, maybe in a couple of weeks, I could revisit this workout and try to finish in under an hour, but that's absolutely not happening today. So at this point, I'm going to readjust my expectations, and I'll be happy if I can finish in under 100 or an hour and 20 minutes. All right, it's taken me a long time to recover from that set of jump rope. So I don't know, I don't even want to hold the weights while I'm talking. I don't know if I'll be able to get through this set of 30 without putting the weights down to rest. Probably not. I might even have to just do 3 little mini sets of 10. So do what you need to do. As long as you get the reps done, it's all good. And remember that if 2 dumbbells is too heavy, you can always drop one and just hold on to one dumbbell, or you can drop both dumbbells and do the same exercise without holding on to any weight. Do what works for you. But as soon as you're ready, feet wide apart, squat. Oh, it's doing like a goblet squat. I'm gonna let the weights come down in front of me like this. So squat and side lunge, alternating sides. So that's 1 rep. And now squat and side lunge. So that's 2. 3, 4, keep going, just do your best. So that's my first 10 reps. You don't have to break them up. If you're not on the struggle bus with me today, and you can do all 30 without stopping, that's what you should do. Or 2 sets of 15, or do your first 20 unbroken, take a break and do your last 10. Whatever works for you. I'm just gonna have to do sets of 10 because my stamina and my upper body strength are just not there yet. Okay, so I'm picking up my count at 10. Hopefully I can do another 10 reps without stopping. So when you're ready, here we go. So that's 20 for me. As you do 10 more, I just need a minute to rest. So I can slow down my breathing a little bit. Let my heart rate come down a little bit. And feel like I've regained enough strength so that I can complete my final 10 reps without stopping. I'll be lucky to finish this in under an hour 20. All right, here we go. Final 10 reps. If you need to rest longer, pause the video, come back when you're ready. Here we go. 10 more reps. All right, so that's rep number 30, and that's round 3. We're only doing round 3 once. So if you want, your workout can be over. Just do your bonus burpee. Please take a good 15-20 minutes or so to stretch. Especially if you're like me and you haven't been doing upper body work, or if you've been taxing your legs a lot lately, taking the time to stretch after the workout will really help to alleviate muscle soreness the next day. Just waiting for the plane. Muscle soreness, taking time to stretch after the workout will also help you to reduce your risk of injury moving forward. And not to mention, it's just a great way to increase your flexibility for flexibility's sake. So I think flexibility is an often undervalued and or overlooked facet of your overall fitness level. So definitely don't skip your stretching. Make sure you're taking the time to stretch after you're done. So I just hit the 40-minute mark, which means that if I want to finish this workout in under an hour 20, I have very little wiggle room. Obviously, the second half is going to be slower than the first half because I'm incredibly fatigued. So I'm going to now do the whole thing in reverse. So I'm going to start with round 3, just the way we just did it. 300 revolutions with the rope, and then 30 reps of my squat and side lunge combo. Once. Just gonna do part 3 once. Then I'll move on to couplet number 2, exactly the way we did it the first time through. So 200 reps of jump rope, 20 reps of bent over row, upright row, twice through that circuit, and then we'll finish up with 3 rounds of the first circuit, okay? So I'm gonna do the exact same thing we just did in reverse. Alrighty, I think I've been resting for a good 3 minutes at least. I don't know if I'm ready to start, but I'm gonna do my best. So I'll do my best to make it through this set of 300 without tripping, but obviously I am really struggling today with my fatigue level. I'm getting fatigued very quickly, very easily, and my legs are just jelly. I'm having a really hard time. So I'm going to do my best. If I trip, I trip. I'm just going to do my best to leave it behind me, take a breath, and pick it up where I left off. So I'm stalling because I don't want to do it, but here we go. Sooner we do it, sooner it's done. So let's go ahead and start round 3 when you're ready. If you need to rest longer, we've been resting for like, I think 4 minutes at least, maybe almost 5 minutes. So that should be enough of a rest, but if you need a longer rest break, do what you need to do. I'm gonna go ahead and get started on the second half. So wish me luck. 300 revolutions of the jump rope, here we go. I don't feel like I actually tripped on that. I feel like I kind of took a misstep and was anticipating a trip, if that makes sense. But I actually want to start the whole thing over. You don't have to, but I didn't feel like I actually tripped. So I really want to start the whole thing over. I'm going to take a couple extra seconds. It's hard for me to focus through the fatigue, so I'm just gonna take another crack at it. Wish me luck. All right, here we go. I'm starting that set over. Another 200 to go. I'm on ramp like 270. Just 30 more to go. 80, 90, 300. So now we have to do 30 reps of our squat and side lunge combo. I'm feeling so much frustration right now. Frustration because, just for the fact that I'm tripping over my jump rope so much, obviously the goal is not to trip over the jump rope. The goal is the exact opposite of that. The goal is to jump over the jump rope. So like the opposite of tripping on it. So every time I trip over my jump rope, I'm failing at my goal. So that in and of itself is frustrating. Trying to do a thing and failing is frustrating. So I'm not saying not to experience the frustration. That is totally normal and natural and healthy, I think. That's just part of, life, part of the normal spectrum of human emotions that we should all experience on some level at some point in our lives. So I'm not saying to stifle the frustration or to ignore it or pretend you're not feeling it. I'm just saying that you have to try to just let it go so that it doesn't dictate your mindset. But more than just the frustration of jumping over my rope, I'm feeling very frustrated with how long it's taking me to rebuild my stamina. This is taking me way, way longer than I wanted to. This workout specifically, and also just the process of getting my strength and my stamina back is taking longer than I want. So it's frustrating, but just have to keep putting in the work. It's like I always tell you, be where you are. This is where I am today. So I'm putting in the work here at this level. I'm doing my best. And eventually my body will recover and I'll get my strength back and I'll get my stamina back and I'll be able to go faster. But this is what I've got today. So just keep doing your best. So 30 reps of our squat and lunge combo as soon as you're ready. And then after this round, I'll try to pick up the pace a little bit. I'm going to do sets of 10 again. So as soon as you're ready, here we go. Squat and lunge, that's 1. Squat and lunge to the other side, that's 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm taking a rest break because I really need it. I cannot continue. I'm gonna try to keep it as short as I can because this is supposed to be a set of 30 as opposed to 3 sets of 10. 3 sets of 10 is what we're doing in round 1, right? A set of 10 espressos 3 times. This was meant to be 1 unbroken set of 30. So I want to keep it as close to that as I can. But like I said, this is just where I am today. This is what I have to give today. So it's 2, 3, 4, the best I can do today. 5 is to just 6, 7, 8. Keep the rest breaks in between my little sets of 10 as short as I can. So that it's as close to one unbroken set of 30 as I can get today. Like I said, on another day, maybe in a couple of weeks, when I'm feeling stronger, I might try this workout again. And see if I can at least do like my first 20 of these unbroken. Maybe even all 30, who knows? But I've completed 20. I just have to do 10 more. So let's push. That's 5. 6, just 4 more, push. That's 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and 10. That was brutal for me. I really, truthfully and honestly and sincerely, from the bottom of my rapidly beating heart, hope that you are not struggling as much as I am today. I hope that this is such a breeze for you. You might even be done already. All right, I am nowhere close to being done. I'm moving backwards. So now I'm moving from round 3 onto round 2, or onto my, I should say my second couplet. So this is 200 revolutions of the jump rope, and then 20 reps of bent over row, upright row, 2 rounds. 200, 22. All right. Oh, let's see if I can get these feet up. For 200 reps, I'm gonna do my best. When you're ready, here we go. Reps. Half bend over row, upright row. Don't rest if you don't need to. I just need it today. I feel like I'm gonna die. 200 reps with jump rope, and I seriously feel like I'm gonna die. Okay. All right. Just waiting for my heart rate to come down a little bit more. Stopping, so I'm going to at least try to do my first time without stopping, and then if I need to rest, I'll rest. But if I can do all 20 without stopping, I'll do that. Here we go. Ideally, that is what I would like to do. That's 10. That's 15. It's 18. 19. And 20. All right, that's round 1. I have to do that one more time. So if you don't need to rest, you should already be started on round 2. I'm taking a few extra seconds because I really want to have enough stamina to complete this set of 200 with the jump rope without tripping. It doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Just Judging by the way the day has gone so far, and judging by how much I'm struggling and how little stamina I have, how fatigued I'm feeling, and just how much I'm struggling with my jump rope today especially. So I'm gonna do my best. I'm not confident that I'll be able to do it, but I'm gonna try to do all 200 reps unbroken without tripping. So, all right, here we go, round 2. Starting with 200 revolutions up the rope. I did it. That was 200. My legs are so weak. I can't even kick my jump rope mat out of the way. All right, so now to finish out round 2 of our middle couplet. I have to do another 20 reps of our bent over row and upright row. Again, just needing to rest. So that my heart rate can come down a bit and I can normalize my breathing a little. And so I feel like I have enough strength to complete 20 reps. So if you need to rest longer, you can do that. Pause the video, come back when you're ready. We have 20 more reps to go and then we're finished with this middle couplet. That's 10. 15. 18. 19, just one more. That's 20. And that's round 2. So now we're back to our first couplet. 100 revolutions of the rope and 10 espressos times 3 rounds, 3 times through the circuit. I'm already over an hour and 8 minutes in, so I'm not gonna finish in under an hour 20. Because that's just not the pace I'm moving at today. And it's been so long since I did any upper body work or any cardio that I'm just having to take this at a much slower pace than I want. And it's much more taxing than it normally would be for me. So I'm gonna do my best. It's gonna end up taking me over an hour 20, but I'm gonna get it done. So it's all good. All right, starting round 1. 100 revolutions of the rope. As soon as you're ready, here we go. I haven't felt this spent doing a workout in a long time. I don't remember the last time I struggled so hard to summon the strength to get through these reps. This is so hard for me today. I'm gonna keep pushing. So, 10 espressos. Do your best. I just can't even do a set of 10 right now without stopping, so that was 5. I have to do another 5. That's 6. That's 8. That's 9, last one. That's 10. And that's round 1. Everything is shaking. My arms are jelly, my legs are jelly, and I've gotten to the point that I seriously just can't even do a set of 100 with my jump rope. It's just so taxing. I'm really, really fighting hard for this today. I can't even explain to you how difficult this is for me today, but I'm gonna fight through. I have 2 more rounds left to go. Breathe, rest, and recover because I feel like I just really need it today. Round 2, here we go. Another set of 100 with the jump rope. Let's see if I can get through even just a set of 100 unbroken without tripping over my jump rope. Just do your best. Here we go. 10. 20, 30. Nope, I can't do it. My legs are just too tired, I can't get my feet up. 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Espressos. I'm gonna do my best to try to complete my first 5 unbroken, like I did in round 1. I don't know that I'll be able to do that, but I'll try. They were really slow. But that was 5. So I'm gonna take a minute to rest. And then I'll see if I can do the second 5 unbroken as well. Might have to do 3 and 2, we'll see. Either way, we're gonna get them done. Just 5 more reps to finish out this second round. So we're getting there. That was 8, right? I hope. think that's 9. I think that was 10, but I also was going so slow. I feel like I might have lost track of my count. I might have skipped one, so just to make sure, I'm gonna do one more. I know this one might be extra. It might be an 11th rep, but I'm not quite sure. And once I get that thought in my head, that I might have miscounted and I might have missed a rep, there's no getting rid of it until I scratch that itch on my brain by doing one more rep. I would rather know that I might have done 11 reps than to wonder if I only did 9 reps. So, my only recourse when I have even the smallest iota of doubt if I skipped a rep or not is to just do an extra rep. All right, we're at 1 hour and 24 minutes. What are you gonna do? This is gonna take me like 90 minutes, which is a solid half an hour longer than my goal. But I do think that when I'm back in shape, when I really have my stamina back, I do think plus or minus an hour is a reasonable goal for this workout. I'm just moving so slowly today. I'm struggling so hard with just every aspect of this workout today. So this is just what I have today. I've said that like 600 times. All right, final round. So another 100 revolutions of the rope when you're ready. This is the home stretch. Here we go. I'm starting that set over because I tripped on like rep number 20 and I just really want to be able to finish out this workout with one clean set of unbroken jump rope, no tripping. So I'm going to give it just one more shot. Starting over. Round 3, here we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100. I did it. The bar is low today, guys. All right, finally we made it. We have just 10 reps left to go. It's gonna take me like 5 minutes to get these 10 reps done, but it's our last 10 reps. So we are just about finished. Do your best. Let's push. See if I can do the first 5 without stopping. Here we go. So again, they were hella slow, but that was 5 unbroken. Just 5 more reps to go. Taking me more than 90 minutes. It's all good. I fought hard today. I'm still fighting. I just have 5 more reps to go, so it's gonna take me a couple minutes, but I'm gonna get them done. All right, here we go. Final 5 reps. It's 6. I'm gonna count them out loud this time. It makes me less likely to lose track of my count. That's 7, because when I hear the number out loud, it just kind of reinforces it. I kind of have like a memory of saying the number or hearing it, or both. That's 8. Just makes it easier to keep track, especially when I get fatigued. The more fatigued I get, the more difficult it is for me to focus, and the more likely I am to lose count of my reps. But that was 9. One more. That's 10. So that ended up taking me 1 hour, 31 minutes, and 25 seconds, which is way longer than I wanted. Honestly, longer than I thought it was gonna take. So I'm disappointed as far as that goes, but I got out here, I fought really hard today. I pushed through some really negative energy and emotions, all that frustration from tripping over my jump rope and the frustration because of how much I'm struggling and how much stamina I've lost and how much strength I've lost. I pushed through, I did my absolute best today, and I got the reps done. I finished the workout. It was super tough, but I did it. And I burned almost 1,000 calories. So just count that as a win. You know, some days are better than others. This wasn't a great day for me, but I got out here and I got the reps done. So that's a win. I'm just gonna let myself feel good about that. We are not quite finished yet. No workout of mine is ever complete until we have done our bonus burpee. So we have just 1 rep left to go, however. First, it is time for the McFlurry minute. I'm going to reset my timer to count down 60 seconds for me. I'm going to jump rope for 1 minute, and if I can make it through the entire 60-second work interval without tripping over my jump rope, everybody wins a free McFlurry. So give me just a minute to reset my timer. I will be right back. All right, my timer has been reset. I have Rude Becca with me again today. Rude Becca is my adorable black jump rope with the little white skulls on the handles. And for those of you who have asked me where I get my jump ropes, I will leave a link and a coupon code in the description box down below the video. So click on the link, use coupon code RudeBecca to save 10% on your jump rope. We have a streak going of 12 in a row. We're going for 13 in a row today. The record is 14 in a row. So if I am successful today, we will be only 1 away from the record. But you guys, if you just watched me do this workout, you know that it was a complete and utter train wreck. I was tripping all over my jump rope. Like I couldn't even string together 1 set of jump rope without tripping. So I have very low confidence that I'm going to be able to get through 60 seconds of jump rope without tripping. And I'm gonna be really upset if we break our streak today, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm not feeling confident. So I'm gonna dig really deep. I mean it. I'm gonna dig way down deep and I'm gonna give this everything I have. I'm gonna do my very, very best to get us all some free ice cream today. But, you know, if I trip, I trip. There's always tomorrow. So wish me luck. We are starting as always with a 10-second rest interval. And now here we go. Our streak of 12 successful McFlurry minutes in a row is on the line and I'm super nervous. Trip. That's 13 in a row. I feel like that football player, don't ask me who it was, I don't remember, but it was a long time ago, like, I don't know, 10 years ago or something. But there was this football player and he did this like incredible like 100-yard run and scored a touchdown or whatever. But it was like, it killed him. And he was on the sidelines after, like, with oxygen, and he was just like dead. They did a parody of it on Saturday Night Live. I want to say it was Kenan Thompson that did the part of the football player, and so he's doing an interview, and like in the interview, like after the game is over and everything, he's still like out of breath and still has his oxygen and everything. And they're asking him, like, what were you thinking? That was such an amazing run. What were you thinking while you were doing it? He was like, I was thinking, God damn, somebody tackle me already. That's me. That is me today. That was me during those long sets of jump rope where if I didn't trip, I was like, God damn, I wish I would just trip over the jump rope at this point so I could have a few seconds to catch my breath. And that was me during this McFlurry minute. Oh my God, just doing 60 seconds of jump rope is like, it's so hard for me right now. It's taking me a while, longer than I want, to get my stamina back up, but I'm working on it. You know, last week we didn't do any upper body work, we didn't lift anything, we didn't do any push-ups, so it's gonna take a few days to get back into it, and we did almost no cardio. So I'm working on building my strength back up and building my stamina back up, but in the meantime, I'm just gonna have to struggle through it. So if you're struggling with me, thank you, I appreciate it. But I somehow managed to get through that 60-second work interval without tripping over my jump rope. Rebecca came through for us. Rebecca did such an amazing job. And you guys, that is 13 successful McFlurry minutes in a row. We are 1 day away from tying the record, which is just amazing. Let us celebrate by doing our bonus burpee together, and then we can all head straight to McDonald's and eat ice cream for lunch. So here we go. When you're ready, final rep of the day. Let's do our bonus burpee together, and then the workout will be officially complete. Officially complete. If you did this workout with me today, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know what you thought of it and how you did. Thank you to everyone who has been working out with me lately, and even if you are not doing the workouts with me, thank you for watching the videos. Thank you for liking and sharing the videos. Thank you for all of your wonderful and supportive and engaging comments. It really does mean the world to me. Thank you to all of my new subscribers. If you are not subscribed already, please subscribe. And of course, a great big thank you to those of you who have been subscribed to my channel for years. Please know that I appreciate you all so very much. One final reminder that if anything is unclear about the format, if you have any questions about the exercises we were doing today, any doubts about how to do them correctly, if you need any further help with equipment-free substitutions, if you need to see beginner modifications, I am right here to help. So please do not hesitate to reach out if you have any questions or if you need help. That is going to do it for today. But before I say goodbye, I have to say one final thank you to those of you who have been watching the videos all the way until the end and commenting with the secret code phrase of the day. So before I say goodbye, I will give you today's secret code phrase of the day. It is, I left my harp in Sam Clam's disco. Did you get it? Sam Clam is a clam named Sam, and he is the owner and proprietor of a disco in Hades. And he's a friend of yours, so you went to visit him and you brought your harp with you, like the harp of an angel, but when you left, you forgot to bring your harp with you. So, I left my harp in Sam Clam's disco. So if you are still watching this video, hello. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Please let me know that someone is still watching by going down to the comment section and leaving me a comment that says, I left my harp in Sam Clam's disco. That is going to do it for today, and I will see you all next time. Bye.